We need a peace treaty between the right and the left and everyone in between.
What?
That's what we need. We need a peace
treaty.
Yes.
What does the peace treaty say?
It says everybody stop.
No,
Stop fighting.
because you wanted to say one thing, but other people wanted to say the other.
That's why you make a treaty. So you have
What's the
concession-
treaty going to say? You can't
I
just
don't
say,
know.
"Shut
I'm
the
not
fuck-"
the-
You can't come down.
Somebody else come up with it. Hey,
You're going to go down and go, hey, I've got a solution. Someone come up with a solution.
no, I'm saying a peace treaty.
What's
Everybody-
in it?
I don't know. You got to get people from both sides to say, hey, we want to be able to say, this. And then the other people go, I don't really like that. And then they say, okay, well, you give us something. They do this. And then.
So you're trading like, okay, give us green energy.
And you can have your
guys
gun.
can say the R word again.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we won't cancel any. You can have Louis C.K. back and.
Apple shares are just getting hammered this morning. Every day they're pounding it. I'm not fucking leaving. Surprise.
You wanted to. We were dicking around with my Jeff Bezos.
Oh, yeah. Because we had to do an ad read for Jeff.
For Jeffy B.
And I was asking, did we do the ad okay, Jeff?
And I said, hell yeah.
Yeah. And then we were asking if poor people should be provided housing.
Hell no.
Is Amazon going to take us to space?
Hell yes.
And also, can poor people come to space?
Hell yes. As slaves.
Oh, gosh, Jeff.
Yes. That's all. All you have to do is answer in hell yes or hell no.
Does he say that?
Yeah, well, it's just going off of when he got off his space capsule and they were like, "Did you have a good time?" And he went, "Hell yes."
Maybe they've replaced him with they should replace him with a robot and he just says hell yes or hell no.
Hell yes. Hell no. He man, that little guy. He's huge now.
Like jacked?
Yeah. He's trying to figure out the secret sauce to life. Buddy, it's just come. We already know. We've known for a long time.
What do you mean the secret sauce to life?
Like he's working on he's not working on it, but I read that he's like funding some startup that's trying to prolong life.
Oh yeah, drink cum.
Well, yeah, but so I mean, they're just trying to figure out the effects of it and like what cum mixture works best with,
Wait, is he
everything.
really
Did we just lose power? We had a little power outage there because of my stupid laptop.
I don't even know if we're back on.
Yeah, we are.
Oh.
Hey, well, while I'm at it, you might as well click on the description box to see more thing and read the disclaimer down there. You got to read that and see what the
I've
thing
been meaning to
says.
say this forever.
What?
You didn't say it this time,
What?
but every time you say click the see more button, and it's like the famous joke. Is see more there? See more butts?
That's the joke?
Yeah, you like
Yeah, I remember in Little League.
Mike Hawk. Mike Hawk?
Oh, yeah,
Is
sure.
Mike Hawk there?
Yeah. Well, no. No, he's not. It was I remember for some reason it being in Little League. It was like Under the Bleachers by Seymour Butts.
Yeah.
That stupid shit. Just
But
like
you say it
Cracker
every
Jack
week.
jokes.
You say
Seymour.
click the see more button.
Yeah. Man. I got to start
See more butt. Ew.
milking that thing. It is weird how we don't drink human milk.
Well, ew. No, it's not.
Sure it is. I ain't drinking no cow's milk.
Where are we going to get it?
I don't know.
We're just going to have pregnant women and new mothers milking.
Hey. It's a startup for everything.
Oh gosh, and they're just gonna spell it like MLK. Oh, and then
Oops. They're gonna spell it like MLK.
yeah, that's
It's
probably,
gonna be that dumb lobster font. It's the font that they use for every fucking new startup. It's that italicized. It was like big in 2020, like 2009 to 2013, when everybody had a startup.
Oh yeah,
They all had that same font, and they all like all you had to do was take out a couple vowels out of the name of it.
right. No vowels.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily work for milk because then you get MLK.
Yeah, lobster. There you go. And then you put .ly, so Milkly. We're the only ones sourcing natural breast milk for.
Do you think they'd replace MLK's mustache with a milk mustache?
Why not?
And-
You got to be provocative. You got to sell that milk.
This fake milk company, human milk.
Yeah. Oh,
I bet you could get freak SF tech people to drink human milk.
I'm sure that there are plenty who do it and just don't talk about it because it's taboo.
Keep me away from the Bay Area. Those freaks can have it.
Yeah, they really can. Speaking of freaks, man, you Columbo freaks, god damn, what the fuck is with the Columbo heads?
I love it.
You guys just love this Columbo. I gotta watch Columbo now. It's just such a funny word and funny name. Anything ending in bo is funny. Columbo.
I won't get on board with that. As in, our producer told me that people were like, "Oh, we figured out Emil's Greek." I'm also Italian. I'm not going to disparage an Italian American king like Columbo.
A guinea.
Yeah. Well, you
Is
get,
that is that a derogatory term?
yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I know Goomba.
That's one as well. There's a lot for Italians.
What else?
Well, you know it's the best. There's this joke.
Uh-huh.
You can get 3 Italian slurs in one.
Uh-huh.
You say, "What sound does a guinea make when he hits the water?"
Goomba. Is that it?
No.
What?
You say, "Dago wop," because Dago and wop
Are both
are both slurs.
What? Where do you get WAP? How does that?
It means without papers.
Oh, like immigrants.
Yeah.
Ah, these fucking WAPs coming in here, man.
Yeah.
These
There's a lot of Italian.
Hey, it smells like pepperoni all of a sudden in here. I do as I say with an Italian accent, a New York Italian accent. That's not an Italian.
No. Yeah. A New York would be like, "It smells like a pepperoni."
Yeah. Well, so wow, everybody now knows your secret.
I didn't think it was a secret. I don't care.
Well,
The joke's on them. They've been listening to a Italian from New Jersey, the most disgusting
creature of all. You are a creature. Well, so these Columbo freaks are going to be thrilled because we are going to put out some Columbo merch. Stickers. We're working on stickers and shirts, right?
I think so.
I think.
We're working on all kinds of merch. It takes a while.
Speaking of
but
merch.
we're getting it. But yes, you will get. I think we're going to do. It sounds like everyone wants "Don't hassle me, I'm watching Columbo."
Yeah.
It's-
That's going to be great. I can't wait.
and we can we say this? We are working on doing some bonus content stuff. It just takes a minute. We'll get there. But maybe I'll get Ben to watch Columbo with me.
I'll definitely watch Columbo.
And we'll
we should do, that's one thing that we want to work on is like, maybe it's an entirely new show. I don't know what it is, but just watching shit. And
I think for
reacting to-
Trillionaire Mindset, we could do bonus content Columbo episodes.
Yeah.
One of the I don't want to get caught up in Columbo. It's great. I think it's one of the earlier episodes. Steven Spielberg directed it.
Wow.
I think it's Murder by the Book.
Wow.
And
Was that after Jaws?
no. Before.
Wow.
That's what's cool about Columbo. A lot of like famous people before they were famous on it.
Huh. Interesting.
Martin Sheen,
Wow.
John Cassavetes.
Ooh.
Yeah, Steven Spielberg directed it. It's considered one of the greatest episodes of TV.
Interesting. So speaking of that, you got to check out, if you're a Redditor, there's a Trillionaire Mindset subreddit. It is Trillionaire Minds Pod. So instead, it's like Trillionaire Mindset, but instead of the ET at the end, it's POD. Trillionaire Minds Pod. So you're gonna want to go ahead and check that out if you are so inclined. We don't like manage it or anything. Some
But Ben
enterprising.
went on there and said something.
Yeah, I went on there and said, "Hey, fuck faces, this is infringement upon our
I'm
intellectual
shutting this
property.
whole thing down.
We're shutting this down unless you want to get
reported
sued." So, so your boat, people have been really excited about your sailboat.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get a bigger boat. Everyone's coming.
Yeah,
Everyone climb aboard.
everybody's been asking. So this guy, Ikeys77, what are you going to name the boat, Emil?
We're going to name it Columboat.
Columboat.
There's only one thing to name it.
Yeah.
Emil, legit question, because I've thought about the sailboat thing too. What about pirates? Like, you just can't stay docked. This is from David D. David D, pirates don't care about me. I'm not going to have anything valuable. What are they going to do? Take me hostage?
Take your
Try
boat.
it. Call my family and tell them you got me taken hostage. They're going to say keep them.
Yeah, mine too. Mine too. They'd be like, well, see how long you can last with him for a couple days.
He's your problem now.
Yeah. One time, this guy I used to work with years ago bought a sailboat and lived on a sailboat, and he paid like $200 per month rent to live in the marina. And he said, "Hey, let's go sailing." And I said, "Okay." So me and my younger brother Nate went out there, and I had to pee, so I jumped into the ocean and I peed. Austin didn't have a ladder to get back up in the boat, so they had to lean out the boat and pull me up, and it was so fucking hard to get back into this boat because the water's choppy. So the boat would be like, 1 minute it's only a foot out of the water, and then the next it's like 5 feet out of the water. So I'm trying to get pulled in, and my little brother has the most contagious laugh, and he's just cracking up. He's going,
That's how he laughs?
yes. And I'm just dying. I'm so tired, and I'm trying to pull myself back up, and I'm like mad but also laughing. I'm like, "Nate, stop laughing. You got to pull me up." And I was losing strength very quickly. Wouldn't you know it, eventually I got pulled onto the boat. And that's why I'm here today.
Because of that sailboat.
Because of that sailboat.
But yeah, people are, they're stoked. We need more sailboat talk. Genie365 says. Jenny Barnes says, I could listen to a whole episode of Emil talking about his dream of living on a boat.
Why doesn't everybody just Venmo Emil $20 and we get enough people and he can buy a sailboat?
That would be very...
Or a little rowboat. You don't need
a fucking rowboat. I can't live on a rowboat.
Sure you can. You can live anywhere if you imagine hard enough.
You can live anywhere. I would say I don't want to live on a rowboat.
Yeah, that would suck. There's no coverage.
But on a sailboat?
Baby, you got all the coverage you want. It's got built-in blankets.
No.
You get cold, you just take down the sails.
I got a lot to learn. This is the problem, too. So you got to chip in for the boat. Then you got to also chip in for my sailing lessons.
That's true. My friend Olivia just took sailing lessons at the Long Beach Yacht Club.
How'd it go?
Now great. She knows how to sail now. And she's a member of the...
After one lesson?
After, like, multiple lessons. But I think she's still taking them. She knows how to sail, though. More than I do.
I got a book that I keep on my coffee table. It's from, like, the American Sailing Association. It's just, like, it's how to sail.
Damn.
So when people come over, they're just like, "Oh, you a sailor?" I go, "Not yet."
I'm working on it, though.
I'm working on it.
I'm working on it. Wow, we're already 13 minutes in. Christ on the cross.
Yeah, sorry about
I shouldn't say that, should I? We got a lot to talk about, but I got a new American Express card I'm excited about. I don't know why.
We gotta cover that.
Yeah, wow. I'm just excited because it's got a big sign-up bonus. Oh, I wanted to give a big thanks to all the people who reached out for my gas code because you're getting me some major discounts the next time I get gas, and gas off for you. Hey guys, we want to take a quick break to thank the sponsor of today's episode, Mint Mobile. If saving more and spending less is one of your top goals for 2022, why are you still paying insane amounts of money every month for wireless? Switching to Mint Mobile is the easiest way to save this year. As the first company to sell premium wireless service online only, Mint Mobile lets you maximize your savings with plans starting at just $15 a month. Man, I spend so much freaking money on wireless. If I were to switch, you could be saving
$15 a month. That's insane.
That's insane.
I'm paying like $90 a month.
Yeah, why?
To just have phone calls that drop.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck we're doing here.
I'm
What?
trying to get on Mint.
I'm trying to get on that Mint Mobile, baby. First toothpaste, now this?
For people looking for extra savings this year, Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. By going online only and eliminating the traditional cost of retail, Mint Mobile passes significant savings on to you. All plans come with unlimited talk and text, high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network.
Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and keep your same phone number along with all your existing contacts. With Mint Mobile, choose the amount of monthly data that's right for you and stop paying for data that you never use. Switch to Mint Mobile and get premium wireless service starting at just $15 a month.
To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/trill. That's mintmobile.com/trill. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/trill.
Hey, so on the way over here, I was listening to the radio. I was listening to NPR, the radio station where old people go to whisper.
This is Terry Gross live from Ukraine.
This is NPR, National Public Radio. Just put me to fucking sleep. But they were talking about these new COVID things, and one thing that I learned.
COVID things. What new COVID thing?
Well, so number one, one of the new protocols or whatever is you're going to be able to get tested at a pharmacy, and if you get at any pharmacy, and if you test positive, they're going to like give it a rapid, you wait here, get your result. And if you're positive, they just give you. Yes. Or, I mean, if you're far gone, they kill you. But if you're not, they give you viral meds, the like not Prozac, the Pfizer.
Oh, Pfizer meds,
Yeah, the Pfizer meds, and then send you on your way, which is tight.
Is that ready already?
I have no idea, but they're working on it. And then the other thing that I learned was that
this is why you listen to NPR, folks. It's not just for the tote bag.
There's something called the wastewater surveillance system, where they test. They were saying
all the poop.
Yeah,
how much COVID is in the poop.
to see how much COVID is in the poop water.
That was my idea.
Is to test the wastewater.
I went to the White House and I said, "Sir, have you checked the shit?" There's COVID in it. Mr. President, have you checked the shit?
You know how they do the designated survivor for the State of the Union? They should.
What's the designated survivor?
You've never since the State of the Union has like everybody in the government all in one building. They have what's called the designated survivor, which is the person.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Who's in case the whole thing gets blown
They're
to
like,
shit.
You're president now.
Yeah, and it's usually just like I guess
the
you're
Department of Transportation or something.
Yeah, and Kiefer Sutherland.
Kiefer Sutherland's like, where's the shit? I need to check it.
Well, wait, on the news they say like, and this year's designated survivor is, and they showed it. It was
Pete
like
Buttigieg.
No, it was this woman.
Chasten Buttigieg.
No, it was this woman who's like the Secretary of Commerce or something. But it would be great if next year they do the Dookie tester. This year it's Bob. Fucking. Give me a last name.
It doesn't matter. He's the guy who checks the shit for COVID.
He's the Dookie guy. He's just covered in shit. He's into
He's
scat.
like, there's still tons of COVID in the shit.
Believe me, I've been tasting it all day. People, what are you doing? Can you tell that we're avoiding talking about the big thing?
No, it's nice to have a new big thing that takes over. We don't have to talk. COVID's done. We don't have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah, it's officially over.
Now we just get to think about nuclear war.
Mm-hmm. We're not going to have nuclear war.
You don't think so?
No, because I say so.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Don't listen to me.
Okay.
I thought this would never happen in a million years.
What?
Russia invading Ukraine.
It's the bullshit. We all knew that it was. I didn't.
I
honestly did not pay attention.
I did not think this would happen.
Wow. Why?
It just seemed crazy. It seemed. I mean, and it seems like the general consensus is that it's the stupidest thing Putin could have done.
Yeah, aside from like shoot his own dick off, because that would be pretty stupid, or fall into the toilet.
That I bet if I talked to I bet if I talked to some security experts, they would agree that they would revise that and say shooting your own dick off was stupider than invading.
Yeah.
Well, who knows? You could fix your dick, probably. No?
You probably could.
It'd just be a mess.
Yeah.
But I think he's 70. It's probably a mess already.
Yeah, his dick?
I'm 32. I can hardly piss.
Huh.
Speaking of,
What are you doing? What?
you have this perfect gray hair.
Oh, pluck it.
I can't.
Fuck. God damn it. All right, well, thanks.
It's just perfectly in my.
Hey, leave a comment if you see my gray hair. So, oh man, there's so much stuff we wanted to talk about. I mean, first of all, well, Russia, the whole thing with Russia, because look, we're not experts at all in the least. We
Hey,
are
speak for yourself, pal.
I am not an expert on all things geopolitical, and I'm not about to pretend like I understand. And I've been reading about this shit nonstop, and it's, do we have a responsibility to ourselves as members of society to keep abreast of
It is fun though. All the people who have become
experts?
epidemiologists are now shifting into becoming geopolitical experts, which is nice.
Yeah, it's really cool.
My my friends who used to know everything about COVID now know everything about Russia.
And they're also
Ukraine.
And they're getting so they have a major in epidemiology and geopolitics and a minor in infographics and graphic design to share all that information on.
And they took a lot of electives in being a fucking annoying piece of shit.
Yeah. So one of the things we wanted to say is that you can be against this stuff. You can be anti-war without necessarily getting wrapped up in it. I know that there's a certain sense of guilt and shame for not speaking out about every last fucking thing. You don't have to, is the thing.
I would also say me and you have been talking about this it's been the weirdest week.
Yes.
For it to just all of a sudden be the only thing people are talking about, and the amount of things proven to be fake is a lot. It's a lot to like people are processing in real time and just like saying things, and then you go, I don't know, that seems a little off, and then the next day it's just like,
oh yeah, that was fake, move on. Yeah, we got that wrong, but hey, check out this thing.
Or not even that was fake, move on. It was like, it doesn't matter if it was fake. It's good.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Yeah, it's really overwhelming, and I like to consider myself as being quite media literate.
That's how you consider yourself?
Yeah, I do. I consider myself to be a critical thinker.
Hell yeah.
I like to consider myself to be a critical thinker. But it's hard because you can never. These days, I really don't trust like anything. I just don't. I don't know what source to trust with fucking anything.
The only thing we can trust is that Zelensky is daddy.
Yeah, he is daddy. I was reaching for some kind of soundboard. I got nothing.
Outside of that, I don't know. I can't tell. It's also just horrible. I don't want to like cheer this stuff on. Like when the Snake Island thing came out.
The fuck off Russian warship?
Yeah, the 13 people on Snake Island who said fuck off Russian warship.
Yeah.
I remember it came up in my feed and I watched it, and it was, I honestly think it was Scott Galloway.
Oh, Professor Galloway?
And he was like, this is the sickest fucking thing. And I was like,
God, man.
Holy shit, did I just watch 13 people fucking die? This is not sick.
Yeah.
Luckily, it came out, I think they're still alive, which is great. Some people seemed disappointed. They were like, this awesome story's not real.
Yeah. It was one of those, yeah. Americans are really good at making everything into entertainment and condensing complicated things, dumbing down things in a way that's counterproductive. Because there's making things easy to be understood and digested, and then there's just like cheapening and belittling things, like making it entertainment, and that's what it is. Like there was that clip from CNN, like I don't know, a week ago, where it was all dramatic and talking about war, and then they had to go to commercial, and it was like this Friday, TGI Friday.
It was worse.
What was it?
It was that fucking country song. So it was the air. It was like the air raid siren. So it's like, ah. And then all of a sudden it cuts to little bit of chicken fried, cold beer on a Saturday night.
Yeah, that's right. That's what it was.
Fucking insane.
Unfucking real. Hey guys, we want to take a quick break to thank the sponsor of today's episode, Audible. To keep the new year positivity going, Audible has created a destination for complete well-being that delivers inspiration, encouragement, and actionable steps, no matter what your goals are.
At audible.com/wellbeing, Audible editors have curated a range of titles featuring experts in a wide range of self-care and self-development categories, from mastering your emotions and improving relationships to getting in shape and finding more success at work and at home. Among the listens are brand new titles from some of the most inspiring, original voices in the genre, including
Best-selling self-help expert Mel Robbins,
They've Got Mel, baby!
famous for the 5-second rule and Start Here, who returns with a new podcast called Here's Exactly What to Do. Coach Pamela has created Mastering the Skill of Reinvention, which can help you turn the life you dream of into the life you live.
You know they got Pam.
Oh, Pamela, baby. Renowned music producer and performer Major, who offers Major Frequency, a revitalizing journey into the healing power of music.
I'd like to force majeure, if you know what I'm saying.
I do know what you're saying.
Listening opens up a world of opportunities for discovering insights wherever you are, and these titles can give you the confidence and the motivation you need to build the life you deserve. Go to audible.com now to check out all these titles.
Another thing that the media has been doing is, it's hard to phrase. It's basically making suffering around the world is awful, but they're making it seem like somehow this is more real for us because it's not
because
coming.
It's in Europe. And
Yes.
it's not in the global South.
Yes.
I mean, that's probably been the weirdest thing to watch. I was seeing the clips pop up, and then someone, I think we have a compilation of them. Someone had a thread of these media clips, and these are like CNN, MSNBC people. This is probably the most famous one. We can play it. It's
This guy on CBS.
yeah,
News.
it's just 22 seconds, and you can hear him trying to be careful
Yeah.
and still saying the wrong things.
This isn't a place, with all due respect, like Iraq or Afghanistan, that has seen conflict raging for decades. This is a relatively civilized, relatively European, I have to choose those words carefully too, city where you wouldn't expect that or hope that it's going to happen. So it's partly human nature, but they are not in denial. This
isn't a place where trash people are getting bombed by their own trash other people. It's white, clean, lily white people being.
It's. I mean, dude, you joke, but we don't have to watch all the clips. Now the unthinkable has happened to them, and this is not This is not a developing third world nation. This is Europe.
Yeah.
What's happening? Just looking at them, the way they're dressed. These are prosperous, middle class people. These are not obviously refugees trying to get away from areas in the Middle East or North Africa. They look like any European family you could live next door to. We're not talking here about Syrians fleeing the bombing of the Syrian regime backed by Putin. We're talking about Europeans leaving in cars that look like ours to save their lives.
Oh, babu. Ugh.
What are you guys trying to say? And there's one. If you scroll down a little, this one is probably the worst one I've seen from BBC. It's really emotional for me because I see European people with blue eyes and blonde hair being killed.
Jesus Christ.
And look.
Which is bad. I mean, obviously anybody getting killed or displaced is bad.
Right. And this is the thing. It translates into some policy things. And I want to preface this by saying the reaction that the world is having of being just horrified by this is the right reaction. The reaction of, countries opening their arms to Ukrainian refugees is the right thing to do.
Right.
It should just happen when the refugees maybe don't look like you as well.
Sure.
And so, this is from the Washington Post. 400,000 Ukrainians flee to European countries, including some that previously spurned refugees. Right? So in previous years, when there was conflict in the world, Europe was going, whoa, we're all full.
Yeah.
We're at capacity.
Yeah.
So far, European leaders and communities say they are ready to welcome Ukrainian refugees, including countries like Slovakia, Hungary, Poland, which have previously hardened their borders and policies in the face of other waves of refugees and backlash from the far right. In contrast to 2015, when many European countries were hostile to sharing the burden of so many refugees, German Interior Minister Nancy Faeser said Sunday that Germany was ready to offer Poland and other Eastern European countries support to handle the sudden surge in Ukrainians. It's wild.
Shit's fucked. I wish everybody would just stop it, you know?
Yeah. I definitely
just wish they would stop.
I definitely wish Putin would stop. I also wish the horrible fucking takes would stop.
Yeah. Joy Behar from The View, a show that is still on for some reason for your grandma, is so... let's watch this clip if you haven't seen it. It's really great.
I can't. I've watched it so many times.
Here we go.
Estimates are 50,000 Ukrainians will be dead or wounded, and that this is going to start a humanitarian crisis, a refugee crisis in Europe. We're talking about 5 million people that are going to be displaced. I mean, it's heartbreaking to hear what is going to happen.
Well, I'm scared of what's going to happen in Western Europe, too. You know, you plan a trip, you want to go there. I want to go to Italy for 4 years. I haven't been able to make it because of the pandemic. And now this, it's like, what's going to happen there?
What's going to happen to my vacation in Italy?
Listen, I get what she's saying. I do.
You don't.
I do. Part of me gets it. It's like, that's her fucking, that's the thing. Because that's
Fire her.
But that's what we're trying to say here, too, is like, it's okay to live your life.
Honestly,
but don't be that tone deaf.
Don't even talk about it.
Yeah.
Have a celebrity chef on.
Yeah.
And make the fucking penne fucking vodka.
That's such an Italian thing of you to say.
But why? And this is the problem. You put these people on camera and you go, say something about it. And she's like, well, I'm fucking pissed I can't go to Italy this summer.
Yeah. You still can. Why don't you go over there? Go to Italy. Check it out. See how it is. Report back to us. So that's, you don't, that's another thing though with this is a lot of people when shit happens, it's like there's a script that everybody follows. It's like everybody makes it about themselves. And you don't have to, you like silence is an option. There's this feeling of urgency to show everybody, hey, I care. I care too. We all care. You don't have to. There's this great psychotherapist on Instagram that I started following, and she posted this thing that's, I know I shit talk like infographics a lot, but she posted, you are not morally obliged to comment on every global crisis. You don't have to prove you care. You don't have to publicly demonstrate your emotional reactions. It's okay if you don't understand the intricacies of a complicated issue yet. It's okay to have an opinion or not have one, or not know enough to have one. None of this social media crap is important. Don't be bullied by it. And then there's a picture of a tiger for some reason. She's a Searoot K.
Oh, here we go.
Shaula.
Come on.
She's British.
We don't pronounce anything wrong anymore. Do you see? It's amazing how quickly people learned how to say
Kiev?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was Kiev this whole time. I thought it was Kiev and the Ukraine. And then I learned, rightfully, I'm glad that I learned that like calling it the Ukraine is what the Russians do because it still categorizes it as nothing more than a territory.
It's just crazy how quick it happened.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so there are good things like that. Yeah, there's shit like that. The whole, what was next on the list?
And people still don't know if it's Kamala or Kamala.
It's Kamala.
I know.
She's such a fucking cop. It's insane. Like, she's just Kamala Harris.
Wow. Ben.
So another thing is, like...
Look, I don't think... I mean, it's great. Like, you can call out the horrible things that are happening, but you don't need to, like, have a fucking take.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a little fucking take machine.
Yeah, and I don't even know exactly what we're trying to say here, is that...
I'm saying this week has...
sucked.
It's made me crazy, but I was making fun of that. Speaking of NPR, I was making fun of that NPR. What is it like? Mental health. How to deal with your mental health.
Oh, they take those like mental health break PSA things. Yeah.
No, it's like they're articles about like how to deal with your mental health while the world is falling apart.
Just scream.
And it's like. Make sure to unplug a little bit.
Great advice.
Fuck off.
Yeah. But, there's some truth to that because...
Hey, I've gone insane. Maybe I should unplug.
Yeah. I just think that now more than ever, and increasingly so day by day, as things happen more and more and faster, it feels overwhelming And social media exacerbates that because you're either not doing enough or you're not saying enough or you're not spending enough time learning about them. And it's heartbreaking because, at the same time, there's a sense of guilt for living your life or complaining about things that are going wrong for you on a day-to-day basis. Like, oh, I spilled my fucking coffee. And
That's what you're going to complain about, Ben?
Spilling my coffee?
Yeah.
I didn't spill it because I'm perfect, but... for those who are imperfect and experience things like spilling coffee or having the wrong opinions, personally, all my opinions are right on everything.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that about
brain.
you.
Perfect genetics because, I didn't get COVID at all. I don't even need to knock on wood because I'm not going to get it. Plus, this isn't wood. This is some sort of polymer.
I've gotten every variant so far.
Yeah?
I'm collecting them like Pokemon.
I got the holofoil new variant.
And inside my body, I'm creating a super variant.
That you're going to shit into the water supply for some poop detector guy.
That some guy at the White House is going to be like, Mr. President, we're in trouble.
Some Goomba on the West Coast.
Some guinea just took a shit.
But so the tone deafness thing just doesn't end.
I think also the kind of thirst for war is
yes.
Is hard to deal with.
Yeah.
I think also, I don't know if it's a little bit of ignorance or if they just don't care. I think when I see people pushing for, Bill Ackerman, we were joking about him being like
billionaire crybaby Bill Ackerman.
billionaire crying ass baby.
Yeah.
Being like, and pretty early, like, send American troops now.
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit, you're talking about declaring war?
Well, it's easy for him. He was born with a gagging on a gold spoon, not even a silver spoon.
Yeah, now he's just up in San Francisco drinking MLK.
He's not in
Hey guys, we want to take a quick break to thank the sponsor of today's episode,
BetterHelp.
Relationships take work, especially the most important one you can have in your life. Your relationship with yourself.
Emil, a lot of us will drop anything to go help someone we care about. We'll go out of our way to treat other people well, but how often do we give ourselves the same treatment? So this month, BetterHelp Online Therapy wants to remind you that you matter just as much as everyone else does. And therapy is a great way to make sure you show up for yourself.
I've used BetterHelp, and it is a great help, I would say. Talking to someone rocks.
Yeah, I'm sick of you calling me crying.
I know. I used to call Ben all the time, and he'd say, buddy, here's a disco for BetterHelp.com.
You need some better help than me.
Right. And now, who am I talking about the world collapsing? BetterHelp.
Yeah.
BetterHelp is online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to.
It's much more affordable than in-person therapy, and you can be matched with a therapist in under 48 hours. So give it a try and see why over 2 million people have used BetterHelp Online Therapy. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, and Trillionaire Mindset listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/trill. That's BETTERHELP.com/trill. I saw a thing from the New York Times last week. This fucking article pointed out that only 30% of Ukrainian refugees were seen wearing masks.
We have to kill them.
Liberalism, we are liberals.
I'm not. Don't fucking call me a liberal.
Well, I mean, if we had to be classified, like I'm left-leaning, obviously, and I would consider myself quite liberal.
I wouldn't consider myself a liberal.
What do you consider yourself? Emil?
I don't know. I wouldn't call myself a liberal.
Yeah, okay. Then I'd like to retract my statement and say, okay, then I'm not that either.
I mean, to clarify, I wouldn't call myself conservative either.
Oh, me neither.
I find both of those people a sickness.
But that
has taken hold of them.
That one, yes, that is liberalism is a mental disorder in that sentence.
There's some New York Times reporter counting how many masks he's
just fucking shut the
These
fuck
people fleeing their homes
up.
For safety.
Where is shut the fuck up? Shut the fuck up! Yeah, just big time shut the fuck up to that person.
Sir, I have a scoop. The refugees were hardly wearing masks.
Oh my God.
We can't take them in.
No, we can't. The variants are on the rise.
It'll be a super spreader event.
It'll be a super spreader. Have you checked the poop out of these people? We need someone to get in there.
Read on the shit in Ukraine.
One of my favorite things is seeing how airplane Instagram has reacted to certain pieces of news.
I meant to send my condolences to you.
Yeah, thank you. I'm as you all probably know, I'm very big into airplanes, and I follow many airplane meme accounts. And the largest aircraft in the world, which is called the Antonov AN-225 Maria, was destroyed. And some of these airplane meme accounts made these, like, this one says, "Fly high, Maria. Thank you for your service." And then it shows the born and death date of the airplane. And then it says, "Legends never die." And the other one, "Rest in peace."
That's a big fucking plane.
It's a huge fucking plane. Maria, the world's largest plane, has been destroyed by Russia's strikes on Ukraine. And my dumbass did not even know it was Ukrainian, even though I've seen countless pictures of this thing, watched countless videos of this thing taking off, landing, approaching, all sorts of shit.
How would you know it's Ukrainian?
Well, it's got the fucking yellow and blue.
There's other places that are yellow and blue.
Yeah, but it's like Russia. It's got the Russian, MRIYA. That's what it's called. That's like a Russian name.
Is it?
Yeah, it means
But
like
it's
freedom
Ukrainian.
or something. Well, aren't they the same language? Really?
I don't think so.
I thought Ukrainians speak Russian.
I think a lot of them do.
Oh, okay. See, I don't know, and that's okay. That's okay. The dream. It means the dream.
Yeah, it's Ukrainian for the dream.
Okay.
Oh,
well,
you are in trouble.
Fuck! Please don't come for me,
Ben,
please.
get in front of the desks and self-flagellate.
I already sucked today. I did my daily self.
No, self-flagellate.
Yeah.
That's where you
Whip
like.
myself. Okay, so I guess I'm not gonna self-suck. My favorite thing though has been the Avengers Ukraine.
This one made me.
fiction.
We were together when we saw this.
Yeah,
and at first you couldn't watch it.
I mean, well, there's two. There's this long excerpt about how the Avengers would react, and it goes through each character in the Avengers and how they would react to this.
This is what we're talking about when we say silence is an option.
Yes. Yeah. I just want to read.
Can we zoom in a little bit here?
Yeah. Should we just read you read Captain America? How Captain America would react?
Well, we'll just switch off because there's a bunch of characters.
Let's just
here.
do Captain America and Thor.
This is how the Avengers will react. Captain America. Don't worry, guys. I've seen these Russians before. I've seen Stalin. Putin doesn't stand a chance. Throws shield at Russians.
This is an action phrase here, or sentence here.
Throws shield at Russian soldier snapping his spine.
Thor says, "This looks like a job for me." "Not so fast," says Falcon. "These aren't just your everyday criminal. These are Russian soldiers. I've seen them use their bow. You're going to need more than your hammer. You sure about that?" Thor says, hitting Sergei Lavrov with lightning.
Black Widow enters NATO headquarters. Head of NATO, please give us Black Widow.
Please save us.
Please save us, Black Widow. We can give you anything you need. Black Widow, I only need one thing. NATO, what is it? Courage. Oh, and a couple guns if you can spare some. She wisecracks.
I'm not going to do Black Panther because I'm not black, so I'll do Spider-Man. Enters the Kremlin through a web sling from the top of St. Basil's Cathedral, swooping into President Putin's office. "Sorry for putting you in this sticky situation, Mr. President," Spider-Man says, putting Putin in a web stuck to the wall of his Kremlin office. Putin breaks free as Spider-Man lets his guard down. Wait. Can I do Iron Man?
Sure.
Remind me not to invite you on the next mission, kid. Hulk, destroy Putin, he yells. Running right through the
As
Kremlin
Putin tries
wall.
to flee, he picks up Putin by his shirt collar. "Nice army, Vlad. But what you failed to consider is that we have the Hulk," Iron Man says. The Iron Legion steps in to aid the citizens of Kyiv to the cheers of the entire world.
This has to be fake. It has to be someone knowing that this is how.
I would say that if this video didn't exist, other video, if people weren't it's fucking so weird.
It's the final battle scene of the final Avengers movie, and they've labeled everything appropriately. So, like, what's his name? The big purple Hamburglar.
What is his name? Thanos. So he's Putin?
He's Putin, and the Russian army is... this is a minute long. This is a minute.
We won't watch it all, but look, just play it for a second. So they've labeled Thanos' army the Russian army, and then Zelensky is, I think, Captain America. And then... this is just weird fucking, like, American foreign policy porn.
It's Disney adults. This is just Disney adults fantasizing about shit. I don't even understand. And then here's the portal. Black Panther comes out and he's
it's the Klitschko brothers. Jesus Christ. And Zelensky's like,
oh,
good to see you.
Oh.
We're going to take on... It goes like, we got it. It keeps going. Let's skip ahead a little bit. Oh, yeah.
Ghost of Kyiv comes out.
He's flying around. It's some fucking Avengers guy. I don't know. Putin is pissed.
This is
the people of Kyiv.
This is terrible.
The army of
Ukraine. My God.
But skip ahead. Oh, Snake Island soldiers. There you go. And you get, look, 300 million euro military and Stinger anti-aircraft missiles from the Netherlands. We can fucking stop it.
If you're listening, just be glad that you're listening and not watching.
I mean, if you've seen Avengers, what is it, Endgame?
Mm-hmm.
You'll know the final scene. It's everyone showing up to unite. I would like to just offer a hearty log off.
Yeah.
Just relax.
Yeah, just relax.
Don't relax. I mean, it's terrifying. I'm very scared about what the end of this will be. I have no idea.
Putin's going to get spanked by Captain America.
I would, I don't know if it's a realistic hope. I hope there's a way to de-escalate this in a way that is not... I mean, this is what I was advocating for last week. I hope we can end the suffering as soon as possible.
There was that actress who made that poem, Dear Putin, if I was your mother.
Dear Putin.
And we wanted to do
another
our own.
Deranged take.
Yeah. This actress...
Annalyn McCord.
Annalyn McCord did this video apologizing to Putin, and she just looks at the camera with her eyes saying, "Dear Vladimir Putin, if I was your mother, I would shower you with love." So we wanted to kind of try our own thing, didn't we?
Yeah, what would we be?
We would be Vladimir Putin's two gay dads.
Are we in a relationship in this?
Yes.
And we're raising Vladimir Putin?
And we're raising Vladimir Putin.
Yeah.
Dear Vladimir Putin. I'm sorry that we aren't your two gay dads.
If we were, we would hold you in light.
Yes, and love.
And you'd never even be president of Ukraine.
No, he's not president. He's president. Of Russia.
Russia. You'd be
at a charter school.
You'd be
the best tutors.
You'd be charter schooled, and I don't know what the fuck how I would raise this kid.
Get plenty of hugs and kisses on your big old forehead, pats on the head, golf lessons,
tennis lessons. Now we're talking
tennis. We would take you to the beach so you could feel the cool ocean on your little toesies, and being a dictator would be the furthest thing from your mind. Perhaps you'd end up being a chef.
That might be nice for him.
Yeah.
Cooking up?
Yeah, cooking up some, what are those, pierogies? Are those Russian?
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe you'd make a nice vodka.
There we go.
You'd be an entrepreneur.
See the videos of people pouring out vodka?
Yeah, it's just...
Hey, everybody do your part.
Speaking of doing your parts, these, so what people are doing, what the government and companies and other countries are doing to stick it to Russia is restricting business with them. And as a result, the ruble, which is the currency in Russia, has plummeted. And I wanted to kind of explain why that happens. And basically, the world is essentially saying, hey, you can't play with us anymore. So your currency that you use to interact with everyone, because you're shut off from everyone, why would your currency be worth anything? Because it's not worth a damn now. So what does that do? It's like every dollar you have is now worth a penny.
Yeah, it's wild. Remember, we were going to try to break it all down, and we had the article. They have been just completely isolated. We started trying to go through the sanctions, and it's just the list is endless.
Well, and not only that, but their central bank reserves were frozen, so they couldn't even. So the central banks couldn't prop up the ruble, which they would have liked to have done. But here's just a small list of some of the sanctions: Nike halted sales in Russia. Ford is suspending operations in Russia. Visa and MasterCard are blocking Russian banks from their networks. The New York City Police Pension Fund, which is a huge fund, is divesting everything they have in Russia. Apple is halting sales there. BP and Shell are selling their positions. And then some of the stupid shit that's like inconsequential and just posturing for good PR. Electronic Arts, the video game company, is dropping Russian teams from the FIFA soccer video game.
I mean, there's a lot of Disney came out and was like, you guys don't get the new Pixar movie. Hey, Vladimir Putin, have you heard of Turning Red? You can't see it.
Nope. It's just so fucking lame. It's truly just... It's so stupid. What I do like is that they're going after those oligarchs.
I mean, I get it. Pull out. You just don't have to like release a fucking PR statement.
Yeah.
About
Well, it goes back. It's like the individual social media posturing, but it's to the next level. It's like when companies change their flag to the rainbow flag for gay pride.
A weird one.
Or 9/11. They're like, this Bush's baked beans would like to commemorate 9/11.
Switzerland. Famous
for being neutral.
Famous neutral country in World War II. They have announced their own sanctions on Russia.
Yeah, they've
cut Russia off.
Yeah, everybody's cutting them off.
Apparently, I don't know.
I mean, if I'm Putin,
apparently Hitler didn't cross the line, but Putin did for Switzerland. Bit odd.
Yeah. Well,
but go absolutely off, Queen.
Yeah, go off, Queens. Hey guys, we want to take a quick break to thank the sponsor of today's episode, Workable. Is your company or business having a tough time hiring the people you need? Let me tell you.
Me and Ben have a coffee shop.
We have a coffee shop. It's called Emil and Ben's Coffee Shop. And
we couldn't keep people staffed.
Okay, we can't keep people staffed. It's so hard to find people. We can't keep up with hiring. And you know who helps with that? Workable. They help with all companies of all types of sizes, from little coffee shops to big old companies.
Hell yes. There are 46% more jobs being posted than before the pandemic, and there are 44% fewer candidates applying to each one. So you need to find the right candidates and hire them fast. Workable can help. Workable accelerates every step of your hiring process, from find to hire.
Workable helps you cast the widest net possible by posting your jobs to all the top job boards, more than 200 total, with just one click. That's amazing. It helps you evaluate and hire quickly with modern tools like video interviews and e-signatures. And Workable will help you automate repetitive tasks like scheduling interviews, so you can spend your time on what's important, making hires.
Whether you're hiring for your coffee shop like us or your engineering team, Workable is exactly what you need to hire the right people, fast. Start hiring today with a risk-free 15-day trial. If you hire during the trial, which many do, it won't cost a thing. Just go to workable.com to start hiring. Workable is hiring made easy.
RUSL, which is the ETF for Russia, is halting trading after dropping from $35 to $3. And the quote from the company that does it: due to the restrictions on Russian securities and sanctions that have been imposed on Russia by the United States and other countries in response to Russia's invasion of Ukraine, shares of Direction Daily Russia Bull 2x shares will cease trading on the NYSE. And also the RTS, which is the Russian stock market, is down 45% in the last 6 months. So imagine you're Russian. And
I'm trying to think about it. I'm a little bit drunk on vodka. I'm
eating a potato.
Is that what they do?
Yeah, they eat potatoes and shit.
I don't know much about Russian culture.
Me either.
I know about the dolls that have other dolls inside them.
Yeah.
I know about
the ballet.
Mm-hmm. Elizabeth the Great?
Wasn't
no,
Russian?
Catherine the Great. I'm sorry.
Right.
Catherine
wasn't
the
Russian,
Great.
But
she was German or Prussian?
I believe
Polish?
British.
No.
Oh, really?
I don't think so.
Well, either way, if you're Russian, you are getting fucking hosed, and it's terrible. Because not only are your savings suddenly cut in half, but the value of what remains is also completely diminished because of the currency going down. So I mean, Putin has a fuck ton of pressure on him to not only from everyday people, but now from the oligarchs. What the fuck is an oligarch? You hear it? Is it just rich aristocrats?
There's a movement, people being like, call American billionaires oligarchs too.
We should.
Yeah.
Bill Ackman, crybaby oligarch.
But they don't like it when you call them that.
No, they don't, because it sounds
pissed.
foreign.
Wait, so speaking of these sanctions, you're making a good point about, like, ordinary people are going to feel these hard.
Mm-hmm. Big time.
And I don't know if oligarchs will. And I think it's hard to target the sanctions in that way. I think there's also, like, a lot of Wall Street deregulation that makes it harder to access these people's information and understand just where all their assets are and everything.
Sure.
I don't think they will be hit as hard. Which is a fucking shame. I mean, we were sharing that video of, it's the train platform where everyone, right as the, Visa and credit card systems went down in Russia, everyone's just stranded on the platform trying to get through the gate because there's no way to...
They're fumbling for cash.
Right. I think you'll see a lot more of that. I was curious because I was looking in, I was like, do sanctions actually work?
Do they?
Well, it turns out
they can, I'm sure.
It says, in one of the most comprehensive studies on sanctions to date, academia examined more than 170 case studies spanning a century of economic measures and concluded that sanctions were partially successful only 34% of the time.
Okay.
So the idea is that we can punish them economically enough and cause enough suffering that this will all either stop, he'll decide it's not worth it, or potentially cause regime change. And so it says the success rate was heavily influenced by the type of policy change pursued. Where it is modest, the release of a political prisoner, for example, the rate jumps up to half of cases. But regime change or efforts to disrupt a military adventure fares less well.
Interesting.
The evidence also suggests that the longer sanctions last, the less likely they are to succeed. So
I think in this case, though, when you're getting, like, I just read this morning as of this recording, which is tomorrow for you listening. Mm-hmm. Not to do that again where I get caught up in the timeline. Some big Russian gas company basically is shouting mercy and just saying enough. Like, they're urging Putin to just cut the shit because it's such a detriment to business. On the American side of things, just to show how disgusting shit is, the S&P is down 5% in the last month, but Raytheon is up 14%, Lockheed is up 16%, Northrop Grumman is up 23%.
Oh, wait, do we have the...
Same thing happens with gun stocks whenever there's a shooting, or at least it used to be. Whenever there was a mass shooting, when that would happen, gun stocks would rally.
Oh, okay.
What?
Sorry, go ahead. Keep going.
It's just
gun
gross.
Stocks would rally.
Gun stocks would
rally.
rally.
It is gross. And
do you know why? Because after a shooting, the thought would be, oh, now legislation is going to come to restrict guns, so people are going to go out and buy a bunch of guns before it happens.
I also think that happens whenever there's a Democratic president elected.
That's true.
They get nervous that Obama's going to take our guns.
So let's go buy 5 more. Anyway, what were you going to say?
Well, I think I sent this to you, but I mean, I made a fucking joke. I would never do this, but I was talking about buying these companies.
Oh, the war ETF.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now that this has happened, this is from Business Insider. Wall Street's top analysts are picking these 7 defense contractors as stocks to buy. So they're talking about, like, the conflict has left investors wondering how the Federal Reserve will respond to the crisis, whether this will impact their portfolios in the short term and long term, and even what that might mean for cryptocurrencies. Defense stocks were a notable outlier, though, with major weapon suppliers rallying after Vladimir Putin ordered an attack. And then it just goes through them. I'm not going to list them. Don't buy them.
I mean, it's gross because, these companies profit off of...
Oh, and there was that meeting as the troops were... I wish we had the clip. As the troops were amassing troops at the border, defense contractors, executives were just openly saying, like, this is good for us.
Yeah.
It's going to be good for business.
Jesus, God. Okay, let's pivot to the remainder of the show. We got the State of the Union highlights.
I want to talk about just one last thing with this.
Sure. Bitcoin shot up.
I think the crypto thing is, I mean, we've been fucking begging for a good use for crypto.
Yeah. I would say this is a huge one.
And I think getting around sanctions is, they might have found their niche here.
Yeah.
Bitcoin shot up.
Yeah. 5K from, well, I mean, it's obviously probably up more or down more. I don't know. For me, the biggest takeaway from all this is that America needs to be energy independent. And I don't know why we're still not pursuing things like nuclear power.
Green energy.
Yeah. Solar panels. Like, get that shit up and going so that we don't have to. So not only it's better for the environment, but we don't have to be beholden to fucking Russia and this oil garbage.
Well, it's funny you say that. A lot of people are echoing the same sentiment that we need to be energy dependent.
Dependent?
Independent. Sorry.
Thank you.
But I don't think they share the sentiment that we need to move towards green energy.
Yeah, they want to do shale
like,
and
drill,
fracking.
baby, drill.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the U.S. is, I think, the third largest supplier of
We're
oil
a big
already.
one. Yeah, we got a lot of oil.
Behind Saudi Arabia
a
and
lot
Russia.
of dinosaurs done croaked under the Rockies.
I think those, I mean, obviously I'd prefer we shifted to green energy. It makes me feel crazy. People talking about the fucking restarting the Keystone pipeline, like that's going to help.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be ready for like a decade.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. You know what's fast, easy, and modular? Solar panels.
Get them
Bada
going.
bing, bada boom.
I
Put
mean,
that
look,
shit
that's not panacea either. It's not going to happen overnight. But if we're going to move in a direction to become energy independent, I'd love to move in that direction. And not to skip ahead, did you hear about there was a new IPCC report?
Yeah, but it's...
And everyone collectively said, not now.
Yeah.
We got other... I mean, it was pretty brutal.
What is the IPCC?
I think it's the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change.
Yeah,
And they, I think about once a quarter, they release a study that says we're all fucked.
Yeah. Number one, things are way worse than we thought. Number two,
No, well, I mean, right now it says the new report makes clear around 40% of the world's population is highly vulnerable to the impacts of climate change.
Cool.
Yeah, it's not great. According to the IPCC, the use of some tech... This one hurt. I mean, I obviously knew that, like, some of these things were not going to work. Carbon capture, it seemed like that was a pretty long shot.
Carbon capture?
Yeah, these big machines that are taking the carbon out of the air.
Oh, right.
But according to the IPCC, the use of some technology is designed to limit warming or reduce CO2. Reduce CO2 could make matters worse rather than better. There are also worries that machines that suck CO2 from the air could simply trigger the release of more warming gas.
Awesome. This is good news.
Yeah. I mean...
Shit sucks. Just whatever.
Any further delay in concentrated global action will miss a brief and rapidly closing window to secure a livable future.
If we find out that we legitimately only have a few years to live, I'm taking up cigarettes.
I'm getting a sailboat, baby.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You can ride the tsunami.
I'm going to have a cool ocean breeze on me at all times.
Yeah.
If I get too hot, I jump in the ocean.
Yeah. You got to pee, you jump in the ocean.
Got to pee, jump in the ocean. Or I could just pee off the side.
Yeah.
If I don't want to get wet, because I want to get back in bed and get watching more Columbo, I just pee right off the side.
Okay. we had the State of the Union.
Oh, wait, before we get that.
What?
I forgot. This goes back to the Russia thing. But I want to read it.
Okay, what?
So there's this guy, Roger Fisher. He's like an old academic. But in the 80s, everyone was obviously very worried about, it was, height of Cold War, everyone was very worried about nuclear war. He has one of the funniest nuclear code policy suggestions, and I want every country to adopt these.
Okay.
So, and this is from the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists in March 1981. My suggestion was quite simple. Put that needed code number in a little capsule and then implant that capsule right next to the heart of a volunteer. The volunteer would carry with him a big, heavy butcher knife as he accompanied the president. If ever the president wanted to fire nuclear weapons, the only way he could do so would be for him to first, with his own hands, kill one human being. The president says, George, I'm sorry, but tens of millions must die. He has to look at someone and realize what death is, what an innocent death is. Blood on the White House carpet. It's reality brought home. When I suggested this to friends in the Pentagon, they said, my God, that's terrible. Having to kill someone would distort the president's judgment. He might never push the button.
I love that.
That's the point, Pentagon.
Yeah, that is the point. He would never push the button. Well, you know who would never push the button? Biden. because he's too old and frail. Did you?
Jesus Christ.
The State of the Union was yesterday, and my man just is like,
Wait, since you're talking about this, I put one clip in here. Can we watch the clip real quick?
what? Nancy Pelosi reacting to his?
Yeah. This Twitter,
Faced in Afghanistan, faced many dangers. One being stationed at bases breathing in toxic smoke from burn pits. Many of you have been there. I've been in and out of a...
It's weird.
It's so weird.
Got up and like rubbed her fucking hands together.
I wonder, like, with...
Just 3 ghouls. Look at those ghouls.
It's very odd and nice to see Zelensky running around his country, being with his...
Being a leader.
Yeah. Alert.
Yeah. Cogent.
Awake.
Yeah.
Being able to,
Or lucid.
And it was, it makes me jealous. I want do like other countries look at us and see that clip and just be like, America has an elder abuse problem. Why are they doing this? And I'm not trying to be.
No, dude.
Look,
I mean, it's obvious to anyone with grandparents or parents who have Alzheimer's or dementia that the guy.
I'm not even if he's all there. Let them go home.
Yeah.
that takes place at 9 p.m.
Oof.
You make my grandma go to a fucking thing at 9 p.m. I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah. There's no way she's staying awake for that. The other thing that pissed
Of course
me off.
she's gonna stand up and do weird.
Yeah.
And now everyone's mocking her on Twitter.
Yeah. Well, rightfully so. She doesn't give a shit.
Let her go home.
Everybody a lot of people were wearing Ukraine colors and Ukrainian flag pins, which is just impotent gesturing. I feel like the whole thing is gross. It's not pomp and circumstance. It's God damn it. What's the fucking word I'm looking for, man?
I don't know.
The gesturing, the empty gestures, the posturing. It's all just fucking gross.
I'm fine with it. Just do this stuff for fucking when it happens outside of Europe.
Yeah. And then the big thing that he was pushing for is how COVID is basically over and we need to unite as a country. And I have an idea just to wrap this up, this whole episode, because we're just about out of time.
What? No.
Yeah, we're at an hour. We should fucking... What do you want to talk about Icon after this? What do you want? What do you think?
What? I feel like I was at a party having a good time, and my girlfriend was like, "It's time to go."
Oh. Well, okay. So here's my idea. Obviously, shit's fucked around the world, and especially in America. We're more divided than ever. You know what we need? We need an internal peace treaty. We need a peace treaty between the right and the left and everyone in between.
What?
That's what we need. We need a peace treaty. Yes.
What does the peace treaty say?
It says everybody shut the fuck up and stop.
No,
stop fighting.
Because you wanted to say one thing, but other people wanted to say the other.
That's why you make a treaty. So you have
What's the treaty going to say?
I don't know. I'm not the fucking guy. I'm just saying.
Well, you can't come down.
Somebody else come up with it. Hey.
You're going to go down and go, hey, I've got a solution. Someone come up with a solution.
No, I'm saying a peace treaty.
What's in it?
I don't know. You got to get people from both sides to say, hey, we want to be able to say, this. And then the other people go, I don't really like that. And then they say, okay, well, you give us something. They do this. And then.
So you're trading like, okay, give us green energy.
And you can have your gun.
Can say the R word again.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we won't cancel any. You can have Louis C.K. back and.
We're gonna give you back. We'll get back the child tax credit.
Yeah.
You guys can have.
See, exactly. Someone's got to. You got to. I'm just saying.
But it's not gonna work. The stuff. What more guns? I don't want more guns.
Well, you just put them with. You could just make ones that don't actually work.
That's a fucking treaty, though, right? Some people are gonna get guns. Some people are gonna get tax credits.
Yeah, I just think that now more than ever we gotta just squash the beef. We gotta squash the beef or the impossible meat. We gotta.
Oh, very good.
You're
already being inclusive.
We gotta squash it and just move on, because that's you have an argument with someone, you don't just stay mad at them indefinitely, or you do, and that's called being passive aggressive. But you squash the beef. You apologize. You offer concessions.
Not me,
you
baby.
Say,
I remember. I'm forever. I got a scorecard up here.
yeah,
Every person who's wronged me, I'll never forget.
you're gonna punish them. What are you gonna
I'm
do?
actively punishing them.
How?
They don't even know.
You're-
Someone took too long to text me back one time. It's up here.
Yeah. Someone left you on red. You know, I just can't stand people with I can stand the people, but I don't like it when people have the read receipts on. You're that fucking important? Huh? Well, it's not important. It's just because I see it and then it's like, yeah, I saw you.
I think I've asked someone about it.
Yeah. Most people don't know that they have them on.
Interesting.
In my experience, years ago when I've talked to people who have them, they're like, oh, I didn't even realize I had them.
The person I talked to basically said they are bad at texting. So it's that thing of like, at least they know I saw it.
That makes
But I was like, I said, I think it makes it worse because now I go, oh, you're ignoring me. Now I just know you're ignoring me.
Yeah.
Before when I just saw delivered, I go, they probably haven't seen it. I know it's been a couple of days, but they probably haven't seen it.
Yeah. But then we all are having the same experience. It doesn't, like, I will see, I forget to respond to texts all the time. I see something and maybe I start responding on my laptop and then I get sidetracked or I fucking change my mind and I want to say something else, but then I got to go pee and then I forget. It happens. We're all human, most of us. Not including Mark Zuckerberg. He's human.
It does suck when you do need to, it's like, what?
Nothing. Go on.
Oh, that I missed the Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, well, also I just very quickly was like, no, he's human.
What was I saying?
It is funny how you...
Oh, when you miss one
Uh-huh.
and it was like kind of an important one.
Yeah.
And then you kind of need something and you go to text them and you go, ah, shit.
Hey, sorry I didn't respond to this,
Yeah.
but I need
But
something.
can you help me
Yeah,
move?
that's fine.
No.
Again, it's fine. We're all in the same boat. We all fuck up the exact same way. That's what needs to go in the treaty. Hey, we're all similar. We all love McDonald's.
I don't think your treaty's going to work.
I think, well, what else are we going to do? Kill each other? The only other option is California and like whoever else.
No, I think the other
secedes.
option, dude, you're going crazy with it.
Listen, go ahead.
I think you just need to start implementing popular policies, right?
Populist policies?
Popular.
Emil wants
Popular.
populist policy.
Populist is fine too.
Now I
Populist,
want popcorn.
popular policies, right? There are things that Americans want that we just can't have. I mean,
Yeah.
you see things like, when you're talking about Medicare for all, it's like 88% of support across Democrats, among independents and Republicans, it's, way above 50. Put it in place.
Yeah.
We can work the other shit out later.
I agree.
Talk about, housing programs that actually work and provide people with housing.
The problem is partisanship because so many people on both sides have been brainwashed to think that just because the other side likes something, it's automatically bad. And like you get Republicans or conservatives, whatever you want to call yourselves these days, railing against shit like that helps the general public because, well, why should I pay for that? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, so do you want to really are you proud to say you live in a country where you can be completely bankrupted or ruined by getting in a car accident?
But I don't think that's...
Or getting sick?
I don't think that's at the individual level. You have, a lot of dollars pouring into campaigns saying, if this happens, it's going to hurt you and your family. You're going to, there's not enough money to pay for it. It's going to ruin America. Or there's just full-blown voter suppression.
Yeah, they do be doing that. They do be suppressing votes.
And you know what? You can blame Republicans as much as you want, but we've had a couple of years of, Democratic president,
Oh, yeah. They don't
Democratic
do shit.
control of the House and Senate.
Just make the voting day a national holiday, for fuck's sake.
And every time it seems like we've got the votes, there's just one or two people who won't get on board.
Yeah, I can buy a Big Mac from an app on my phone. I can't vote for the president of the United States on that same app. I should be able to vote for the president on the McDonald's app.
Well, I don't know if I'm with you there, but I think I get the idea.
Give everybody in America a free chocolate dip cone from Dairy Queen, and you would get if you vote for president, you get a free Dairy Queen cone. I used to work at Dairy Queen, and one time I was doing a chocolate dip.
Places do that.
I was going to tell you a story about...
Tell me the fucking story. This better be good, goddammit.
I was working at Dairy Queen, and I had to do a chocolate dip cone.
Uh-huh.
And I came back out, and right about here, the whole ice cream fell off into the chocolate, and I went, oh, and then I had to start over. Go on. What were you going to say?
Wow. Really, honestly,
riveting. Yeah.
I know we're in LA. I got a couple guys who work in development. I think we might have a movie.
The Dairy Queen story?
Yeah. Guys, sit down. You know about chocolate dipped cones, right? Ben, go ahead, tell him.
Okay, so one time
what was I gonna say?
I don't know.
People already do the fucking I voted shit. Also,
that's
guys,
just a sticker.
I always say this, but that's the real solution. Vote as much as you can, as hard as you can,
as often as you can.
As often as you can for other people.
Yes. Some may call it fraud, but that's just
not me.
Information.
If you vote by mail and you live in a household with a lot of people, take your family members' ballots. Vote for them.
And if you vote by female, I don't even know where I'm going to go with that. I don't even know.
Oh, this is a good. I haven't suggested one in a long time. I'm gonna give a book suggestion here.
Oh,
because we're in an election year.
My man Reed.
And I think, I think the Democrats are gonna get wiped out.
Oh yeah, they're gonna get wiped like my 23-year-old butt.
Jesus Christ.
Or actually current butt.
And this is also a plug for the newsletter. Mm-hmm. Go subscribe to the TMG newsletter. It'll be in there as well.
Yes.
But check out Listen Liberal by Thomas Frank.
Is this Listen, Liberal?
Yes. Great book. All about the Democratic Party, how it became
shitty.
Basically, how it became, it went from the party of the working class. There it is, Listen Liberal, or whatever happened to the party of the people. Basically, how it shifted from the party of the working class into the party for the professional class.
Ooh, I'm guessing it's because of lobbying and corruption and ineffective policy and career politicians.
You'll have to read it to find out.
I think that's a good place to end, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so we want to go ahead and remind you guys to follow us on all socials, both as individuals and on the
Trillionaire Pod. Trillionaire Pod at all socials.
Yes.
Emil DeRosa on most socials. Get me on Google Plus. Ben Con. Sometimes he spells it fucked up on Twitter, but you'll find him.
You're gonna want to leave a comment.
You're gonna want to leave a nice comment.
Yes, comment.
You're going to want to do 5 freaking stars.
On the ratings.
Thumbs up everything.
And for the love of God, share, tell people. We get so many people saying, I wish this podcast was bigger.
You guys are so underrated.
You guys are so underrated. Well, then fucking pull your weight.
What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? We appreciate you so much.
No, we do
really love
Please
you
don't
so
leave.
much.
Don't come back.
Please don't go.
Come back. We didn't mean it. But this is a Ponzi scheme, and we need you guys to get more people.
Yes. And for every person that you get, that's just more people, and that's the way math works.
That's true. I just ran the numbers.
It's true, yeah. Bing, bing, bing. Oh, there we go. That's a...
Bruh. What the dog doing?
Anyway.
Thanks, y'all.
Thanks. Bye.